Good day, everyone. Welcome to our Bodhisattva Jataka Tales series, where ancient wisdom comes alive through inspiring stories. Each story brings a meaningful lesson about kindness, compassion, truth, and righteous living. Today's story is Chanda Jataka, the story of Prince Chanda. Long ago, in the ancient city of Banaras, there ruled a powerful and just king. After many years of prayer and devotion, the king and queen were blessed with a son. The prince was named Chanda. Prince Chanda was none other than the Bodhisattva in one of his previous births. From childhood, he was gentle, wise, and compassionate. Unlike other princes who loved luxury and power, Chanda was deeply thoughtful and kind to all living beings. He treated servants, animals, and common people with the same kindness and respect. As the prince grew older, his wisdom became well known throughout the kingdom. People admired his calm nature, generosity, and sense of justice. One day, while traveling through the countryside, Prince Chanda saw farmers working under the hot sun. Some were poor and struggling to feed their families. Seeing their hardship, the prince felt deep compassion. He spoke kindly to them and ordered the royal treasury to provide food and support to the poor people of the region. The people began to love Prince Chanda even more. They believed he would one day become a great and compassionate king. However, not everyone was pleased with his popularity. Some ministers in the royal court became jealous of the prince. They feared that once Chanda became king, their power and influence would diminish. So they began to spread false rumors about him. They told the king that Prince Chanda was secretly trying to win the people's support to overthrow him and take the throne. At first, the king refused to believe these lies, but the ministers continued to repeat the accusations again and again. Eventually, the king's mind became clouded with doubt. To test the truth, the king summoned Prince Chanda and questioned him. Prince Chanda respectfully answered every question with honesty and humility. But the jealous ministers twisted his words and convinced the king that the prince was dangerous. Finally, the king made a painful decision. He ordered Prince Chanda to leave the kingdom and live in exile in the forest. Despite this injustice, Prince Chanda did not become angry. Instead, he bowed to his father and accepted the decision peacefully. He said, "Father, if my leaving the kingdom brings peace to the land, I will gladly go." Prince Chanda left the palace and began living in the forest like a hermit. There he lived a simple life of meditation, kindness, and compassion towards all creatures. Animals gathered around him without fear. Travelers who passed through the forest often received his guidance and help. Over time, many people came to respect him as a wise and holy man. The truth is revealed back in Banaras. The king soon realized that the ministers had deceived him. The kingdom began to suffer because the wise and compassionate prince was gone. The king felt deep regret. He ordered the ministers punished for their lies and personally went to the forest to bring Prince Chanda back. When the king met his son, he was overcome with emotion. He apologized for his mistake and asked the prince to return to the palace. Prince Chanda forgave his father without hesitation and returned to the kingdom. Later, he became a wise and compassionate ruler, bringing peace and prosperity to the land. Truth always triumphs over lies. A wise person remains calm even in injustice. Compassion and patience make a great leader. This is the moral of today's story. Stay tuned for our next Jataka tale. Thank you.